Hi everyone, hello, how are you doing? Welcome to another video of, basically this is the last video of chapter 9, that is control and coordination. This is the last gland that we will be talking about, which is pancreatic gland. You have been studied in school days regarding the organ pancreas and different parts of the pancreas. What is the main function of pancreas? It produces the bile juice, the pancreatic juice, okay, which helps in the digestion of the food. Along with that, you have different types of cells of the pancreas which secrete certain hormones. As you see over here in the picture, the red ones, okay, which are known as alpha cells, they secrete the hormone glucagon. The green cells, okay, if you take a section of the pancreas, these are the pancreatic islet, and when you magnify it, you have a combination of these cells. Okay, the green ones are labeled as beta cells. They secrete insulin and amylin. The beta cells of the pancreas or islets of Langerhans, they are also called. Then you have the orange cells. They secrete the hormone known as somatostatin. Okay, then another epsilon cell which secrete the hormone ghrelin. Okay, so some of the hormones we are going to discuss in detail with respect to pancreas, which are very important in sugar level, maintenance of the sugar level in the blood. Okay, so pancreatic is considered to be a dual organ. That is, as we saw in the first slide, that pancreas is an organ also, and it is endocrinal in nature also because it secretes hormone. So it is endocrine as well as exocrine in function. Means what? Endocrine, it releases the bile juices and the pancreatic juices with the via the ducts, which helps in metabolism of the food, that is digestion process, and also it is exocrine in nature because it secretes hormones like insulin, glucagon, which is directly released into the bloodstream. Yeah. The endocrine part of the pancreas, it consists of islets of Langerhans that are mainly made up of two special types of cells. We saw all the cells, alpha, beta, then the other cells, the secrete somatostatin and ghrelin in the previous slide. What we have to focus more, what you need to learn is the alpha cells and the beta cells. What do they secrete and what is their role in maintaining sugar balance in the blood? Okay, so the endocrine part, that is the cells of the pancreas, which secretes hormone directly into the bloodstream, are your alpha cells and beta cells. Alpha cell secretes what? Glucagon hormone, whereas the beta cell secretes insulin hormone. Okay, the beta secretes insulin and the alpha cells secretes glucagon. Okay, what is the role of glucagon and insulin? We will see in a short while. Meanwhile, you must have got an idea what is the role of insulin, because this you have studied in schools also and lower standard also, that insulin maintains the sugar level in your blood. Okay, now glucagon maintains again normal blood glucose. Just like insulin, glucagon also maintains normal blood glucose. It increases the blood glucose level. Okay. Insulin generally decreases the blood glucose level. Glucagon also is doing the same work of maintaining the blood sugar level, but it is maintaining through an increase in the blood glucose level. So if your blood is having low sugar, if there is not enough sugar in your blood level, blood tissue, then your glucagon will be released by the pancreas. It also promotes gluconeogenesis. So this will happen in case of starving. When there is no food in the body, enough energy, enough food in the body, so the body will resort to the stored reserved material, reserved sugars, that is glycogen in the liver, and breakdown of glycogen will happen in the process known as gluconeogenesis, that is formation of new glucose molecules by breakdown of lipids, fats, and finally proteins. So glucagon will be released. So glucagon is what? Basically hyperglycemic hormone. That is, it will increase your blood sugar level if the blood sugar level is too low. Insulin will also regulate the glucose level in our body, but it will do what? It will function in a reverse order. That is, if there is more amount of glucose in your blood, insulin will take up more sugar, extra sugar from your blood, and it will direct it to the cells. Okay, thereby bringing the blood sugar to come back to normal. So it will enhance the cellular glucose uptake. It will inform the cells to take up more and more glucose from the blood so that the increased blood level which is there, it will be decreased. So thus decreased blood glucose level. So hence it is known as hypoglycemic hormone. Okay, understand the difference between the two, very important. Glucagon will be released if there is low blood sugar levels, and insulin will be released if there is high blood sugar levels. Glucagon will go to the result, it will cause gluconeogenesis, that is breakdown of the stored fat material to produce more glucose molecules so that glucose enters the bloodstream and the blood sugar level can be brought back to normal. Whereas already there is too much of blood, if there is too much of glucose in the blood, insulin will come into action. Insulin will tell the cells to take up the extra sugar from the blood, thereby decreasing the blood glucose level and bringing back the blood sugar to normal level. So hence this is hypoglycemic and that is hyperglycemic. Okay. So that's the two important hormone that you need to know. Prolonged hyperglycemia can cause diabetes mellitus. That is, every time if your blood sugar level is low, then it can result into prolonged hyperglycemia, resulting into diabetes mellitus problem. Okay, so this is the understanding of the insulin hormone. Yeah, if there is too much of, let's say you had lunch or dinner, then your blood sugar increases, then extra sugar is wandering inside the blood. So this signal is sent to the pancreatic beta cells to release insulin. Insulin is released. Insulin will tell the fat cells to take up more glucose, and that is how the more and more fat cells start building up when there is extra sugar in your blood. Okay. Now, if there is decreasing blood sugar, if you do an exercise, if you are running or if you are carrying out some physical activity and the blood sugar increases, decreases. If there is decreased blood sugar, what will happen? The pancreas will, the alpha cells of the pancreas will get the signal, they will release glucagon. Glucagon will be released, and then this glucagon will signal the liver to carry out gluconeogenesis, that is breakdown of glycogen to glucose. Okay, then this glucose will be directly directed into the bloodstream, and then the normal blood level will be achieved. Okay, so beta cells will release insulin, alpha cells will release glucagon. This in case of high blood sugar, and glucagon in case of low blood sugar. Okay, this is a cycle that goes on inside the organ in the individual in occasions of eating and exercising. Now there are some certain few terms or few substances that are released by different parts of the body. For example, the heart, kidney, and the GI tract. So your arterial wall of the heart also releases some hormone, you can say a peptide hormone, which is known as the arterial natriuretic factor. This is important in maintaining your blood pressure. Okay. So when your blood pressure increases, when you have an increased BP, ANF will be released, and ANF will cause what? Relaxation of the blood vessels. So if your blood pressure is more, means what? Your blood vessels are constricted. This condition, constriction, vasoconstriction, blood vessels are constricted in case of increased blood pressure. So this signal will be sent to the heart. So the walls of the heart will secrete ANF, and they will cause the relaxation of the blood vessels, that is dilation of the blood vessels. This will reduce the blood pressure. Okay, so this is another peptide hormone which is ANF released by the walls of the heart. Another is the JGA apparatus of the kidney, that is juxtaglomerular apparatus. This we have studied in 11th standard or 10th standard also. This produces a hormone, a peptide hormone, which is known as erythropoietin. Okay, this erythropoietin stimulates what? Synthesis of red blood cells. Synthesis of red blood cells. So when there is less amount of red blood cells in the system, the JGA of the kidney will secrete this hormone, which will stimulate the production of formation of the RBCs. Okay. And finally, the GI tract. GI tract releases a lot of gases and a lot of substances. Some of them are hormones, which are gastrin, number one. It stimulates the gastric glands to secrete acid and pepsinogen. Okay, sorry, acid and pepsinogen. So gastrin is released by the GI tract, that is the gastrointestinal tract. Gastrin will do what? It will help the gastric gland to secrete more acid and pepsinogen for digestion purpose. Then secretin, it will stimulate the exocrine pancreas to secrete water and bicarbonate ions, again for digestion purpose. And then GIP, that is gastric inhibitory peptide. If there is too much of gastric juice which is secreted, so to stop that, GIP will come in function. And then CCK, that is cytokinin, which will stimulate the secretion of bile from the gallbladder and pancreatic enzyme from the pancreas. This is again required for the digestion process. Okay, so these are certain short information that you need to know with respect to the heart, GI tract, and the JG of the kidney. That's all with respect to all the hormones that we had to cover from the second part of the chapter, endocrinology, in this chapter of control and coordination. Revise all the topics. If you find any difficulty, reach out to me. We have ended with the chapter. We will begin with the next chapter, that is human health and disease. Thank you. Take care.